Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for tuning in to the Hour of the Time here on CMRI.tv. I'm your host for today, Robert Houghton, and we hope you enjoyed the last couple of broadcasts we've had. This is our third video broadcast here on CMRI.tv. The first broadcast I hope you were able to check out because it was a very wonderful herb walk that we did last year at the Hour of the Time Skills and Research Conference in Eager, Arizona. And that was hosted by, at least the herb walk was hosted by David Christopher from the School of Natural Healing. And he will be at the conference once again this year. He's a wonderful speaker, very entertaining, very informative. We hope you can pop by the conference this year and check him out. Now, if you'd like to go and check out the conference schedule, you can do so by checking out our website at www.houroftheTime.com, and just poke your nose around there. Go to the Conference 2007 page and you'll be able to find out all the details on the conference. Plus, check out our podcasts, audio podcasts, and other things like that. Now, last week here on CMRI.tv, we showed you the special tribute that the conference attendees did last year at Bill's gravesite. Of course, just after Bill was murdered in 2001, Doyle put out a plea to have people from across America and the world, basically, to send in stones and precious stones and things like that from their local territories. So we had boxes and boxes and boxes of stones sent in from all over America. You can see those placed at the gravesite of Bill Cooper. We built his gravesite memorial last year. We hope you enjoyed that presentation. And for this presentation today, we thought we would go way back into, I believe, 1989, when Bill did a speech in Sedona, Arizona. Now, this is one of Bill's most famous speeches. The people that had seen this speech claim it to be one of Bill's most important speeches. Of course, it was shortly before Behold a Pale Horse was published in 1991. So you'll get to see Bill's ideas in the early years. Now, of course, you know that he changed some of his beliefs about UFOs and aliens throughout the years. But it's interesting to watch this historical footage from 1989, and we hope that you'll enjoy it. If you'd like to contact us here at the Hour of the Time, you may do so by going to our website, houroftheTime.com, or if you'd like to write to us via snail mail, you may do so by writing HOT, P.O. Box 940, Eager, spelled E-A-G-A-R, in the state of Arizona, and the zip code is 85925. You may write directly to me, Robert Houghton, at webmaster@houroftheTime.com, or if you'd like to get in touch with the regular show host, Doyle Shamley, he can be contacted at houroftheTime@hotmail.com. Thanks for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. We hope you enjoy this presentation. Bill Cooper, Sedona, Arizona. Thank you.
Good. Yeah, okay, good. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here tonight to bring you some revelations, so to speak. We've been asleep for many, many years, and it's time now for us to wake up. And it's time for us to wake up not in fright, not to look around and jump back from the shadows, but to come awake with our eyes open, realizing what stands in front of us and what we must do so that we can live our lives again in peace and tranquility. And we must, at all costs, guard against drifting back into the slumber that we have been in for the last 40 to 50 years, that has really created the situation that we find ourselves in today. We're going to be discussing a lot of subjects tonight, and I would like for you to hold your questions until the end, at which time I will be happy to answer them. The harder the question, the more I like it. There's no such thing as a dumb or stupid question. And while I'm imparting this information to you tonight, I want you to try to come up with questions to poke holes in it. And I'm going to answer every one of those questions, because when you leave here tonight, I don't want you to have any doubts in your mind whatsoever about the truthfulness of what you're about to hear. Because it is so important not only that you understand it and believe it, but that you act upon it so that we can do something about it. We tried to get a large television set tonight, and lo and behold, in the entire city of Sedona, this is the largest we could get. So if you'll bear with us, I'm going to be showing you some videotapes. Most of them we're going to play through once, because the audio will be enough for those of you who aren't able to see it from the back. When I get to the Kennedy tape, if you are unable to see what you need to see, after we play it the first time, let me know. We will then ask the people in the front to stand up and move back, and those of you in the back come forward. We will play it through as many times as we need to. It is important that you know that you've been lied to, that your own government assassinated one of our presidents. And we're going to show that to you tonight. I would like to thank some people now and talk about some material that you're going to be seeing here in the future. I would like to thank especially Eve Bruce, who through long-distance telephone conversations really started this rolling and was the one who put it together for you. I would like to also thank Mr. Ed DeMar, who was sort of in partnership with Eve to bring this about and did an awful lot of work on it, and who has written a book called Lèse-Majesté. It's by Ed DeMar, and it covers or concerns a lot of the material that I'm going to discuss tonight, and a lot of the things that Colonel James Bo Greitz is talking about across the nation. I had read a good portion of Mr. DeMar's book this morning, and I have to tell you, it is one of the most in-depth, most well-researched, most well-referenced works of its kind that I have seen, and includes the best bibliography on this subject, which is available for all of you here tonight. You can pick up this bibliography from the table back here, and the reason we put it out for you to pick up is because most of what I'm going to tell you tonight, you can find out for yourselves through your own research. Most of the information that I'm going to give you is not secret. It has been in the public domain for many years. However, we have been extremely, trying to think of a nice word for it, but I can't. The word is really negligent, asleep. We have abdicated our role as the watchdogs of our government. Instead of reading, instead of questioning, we watch television. We believe everything that Dan Rather tells us, amongst others. He is just one. There are many, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about that later, who lie to you every night on the 6 o'clock news and the 11 o'clock news.